Hey guys, Nirvana here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today we're going to be checking out the very first snapshot for Minecraft 1.10, which is 16w20a. And there is quite a bit that was included in with this snapshot, so to the best of my ability, I have learned just about everything that the snapshot has to offer. However, if I do wind up getting anything wrong, or if I miss out on any information, I will be sure to include information into the description below. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and let's just get, let's launch it into this here. So I'm going to structure this little review in three parts. The first one is going to go over all of the block additions that have been added into the game. The next one will be going over all of the mob changes and all of the mob additions, so everything that has to pertain to mobs. And then I'm going to be going over the technical changes. And then last, actually, part 4 will be me very briefly going over the structure blocks because they are quite technical and I don't quite get them yet, but I have gotten the basics of them down. So anyways, let's just go ahead and let's just get started here. So there are 3 new craftable blocks that have been implemented into the game, one of which is called the bone block, which is just crafted very simply like this with all of the bone meal, and it acts like logs. So when you place them on the ground, if you place them top down, then you get the top and bottom just like this. They look like that, and when you place them on their sides, they get placed on their sides the same way that logs do in Minecraft. Otherwise, they're just a building block, nothing really too special about them. And the other 2 natural ones that have been implemented are nether related blocks. So this one right here is the the red nether brick, and this one is the nether wart block. Again, just crafted with very simple recipes. The red nether brick is crafted with 2 corner bricks just like this, and you can have it in any arrangement. And then the 2 corner nether wart. So they do have to be on corners, but otherwise, you can craft it like you can, switch it up like this if this is how you feel like doing it. And then there is the, nether wart block, which is just crafted like this. And I tested it with both, and you cannot put the nether wart block back into a crafting bench and have it actually give you the items back. I tested it out, doesn't work, but if you just want an aesthetic for the heck of it, there you go. And there's a new naturally spawning block that spawns in the nether. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand on it here. It is called the magma block, and you take damage if you're standing on it, but you won't take damage if you're sneaking or if you're using Frostwalker. It emits light level 3, and it will remove source blocks of water sitting on it after some time. Now, I'm not going to go into details with this one, but maybe if it removes them at random time frames, maybe this block combined with water sitting on top of it and then evaporating could be used to create a randomizer with redstone and detecting the water on top of it. That's an idea for you redstone addicts out there. Get to work, because I think it'll be awesome. So, assuming that the water disappears at a random rate. So anyways, let's go into game mode 0 here. And let's just kill ourselves, because there's actually a funny death message with this as well. So let's go ahead and let's die. Ant Venom discovered the floor was lava. So there you go. That's a thing. All right, let's go back into game mode 1 here. So, alright, a change that has come with villages is that now, instead of there just being a gravel path, it very closely mimics Minecraft Pocket Edition, and that there are now these grass path blocks. I'm not sure if there are ways to actually get these naturally, if you can just till grass. I don't think that's how that would work. But anyways, here's the grass path blocks. If you place something on top of them, they turn into dirt. And there are some general village changes as well I should probably go over. And that is that if a village spawns over water, then there are wooden planks that will spawn as bridges. So the houses aren't just literally in the middle of a swamp, which is where you're more likely to see a village spawning in water. So that's funny. And there's also 2 new styles of villages. So there is a new style of village in taiga biomes and savanna biomes. I won't be going over them in this video because I'm not going to go searching out for them right now. But if you guys find any of them and feel like sharing them with me on Twitter, twitter.com/antvenom is the place to tweet me your pictures. Tweet all pictures of Minecraft 1.10 to me, and maybe I'll retweet them. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, and then we're going to talk about structure blocks last. So I know this segment had to do with the block changes, but we'll get into this one last year. So, all right, going over the new mobs. So there are, I think, 3 new mobs. So there's one that is polar bears, the one that probably everyone has been looking forward to. There is the strays and the husks. Now, the strays and the husks are sort of derivatives of skeletons and zombies. So let's go ahead and let's do time set. I'll just do 14,000 here, make it, you know, really, really dark outside. So let's go ahead and let's spawn these guys. So the first one is the Husk. This guy acts like a zombie. However, if you get hit by him, you get 13 seconds of hunger. So let's go ahead and let's go into game mode 0 here. If I do die, I have keep inventory on. Dude, come over here. Yeah, get over here. So, okay, I now have hunger. If I go ahead and I check this out, you can see I have 10 more seconds of hunger. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slay you, or I'm going to try. Okay, good. So, it doesn't seem like he has any more health than a regular zombie does. And the Stray acts very similar to a skeleton, except it looks totally BA. And if it hits you with its arrows, it will slow you. However, if you are able to kill it, then it may have a chance of dropping slowness arrows. So, check out this guy. This guy's like awesome. Like, bam, bam. So there we go. Let's see. Boom. He actually dropped a slowness arrow for me. So if you hit a player with it, then it will reduce their speed by 15% or just mobs in general. It really doesn't matter. Now, speaking of arrows, I almost forgot about this one. I know this is more of a technical change, but I think it's hilarious. The data tag for no gravity actually works now. I'm not sure if it wasn't working before, but it is noted in the snapshot. So if you check this out, this little command block is basically applying the no gravity effect to all arrows within 10 blocks. So if I go ahead and I shoot this arrow here, like, let me just go and let me shoot it slow so you guys can really get it here. So because the arrow crosses within 10 blocks of that command block, it now has no gravity and it will never fall because unless I apply gravity to it again, it's just going to do this. Wait, is it actually going to slow down and come to a stop? I think it might. It's like slowing down a lot. So maybe it's just going to freeze in midair here. Look at that. Look at that. That's actually hilarious. So I think if I shoot it right here, see, it has gravity because I'm more than 10 blocks away. Wow, look at this. This arrow is just like, I can't do it anymore. Ugh. So yeah, that's kind of hilarious. And if you shoot it straight up into the air, that arrow is just gone. That arrow, it ain't coming back ever. You can see like the little glimmering sparkle of where it once was. You might even still be able to see it in this video. But anyways, yeah. All right. So now let's go ahead and let's get into the new mobs a little bit more, because obviously you guys probably want to know about polar bears. You're like, Ant, it's like the feature of the snapshot. You got to talk about it. All right, fine. I'll talk about it, okay? Just calm down. Don't worry, guys. I got this. So, all right, polar bears are pretty simple to understand. I believe they spawn in all of the cold biomes, or maybe, yeah, just biomes with snow in them. I didn't specifically write it down, so please forgive me. Oh my God, yeah. Anyways, so, okay. So polar bears will drop fish and salmon when they are killed, and the cubs themselves are peaceful. So I think if I go ahead and I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to kill off the adult here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to do this. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's go into game mode 0 here. If I punch this guy, he ain't going to do anything. He's peaceful. He acts like a pig. He just runs around in a panic. And yeah. But however, if I spawn an adult with a cub nearby, they are hostile. But if there's no cubs nearby, they're neutral, which means they act like spiders in the daytime. They don't do anything, but if you attack them, they'll attack you back if there's no cubs nearby. But if there is a cub nearby, they are aggressive. So because the cub is nearby, it should probably attack me. If not, let's see. I'm not actually too sure. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I need to like leave the area and come back for it to detect me. I don't know. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Yeah. Oh, no, he ain't attacking me. He ain't doing it. Maybe if I hurt his cub. Or maybe because they didn't spawn together, that might be a problem. But anyways, okay, these Zimbabweans are like ruining my time here. But anyways, let's go and let's attack this guy. And as you can see, oh God, there's like creepers and stuff too. Actually, mob griefing is off, so the creeper can explode. I don't really care. Damn. All right, so come here. So I think this guy does like 3 hearts of damage to me. It's pretty nuts. So they'll attack you if you pose a danger to them or their cubs. So yeah. All right, let's go into game mode 1 here. Just, you know, before I die. Effect at a 666. Okay, just to heal myself up. So yeah, that's polar bears in a nutshell. The last mob detail that I have to go over is that Endermen now spawn in the Nether. Otherwise, there's new changes to Endermen, so I'm not going to go into the Nether to check it out. However, they spawn in the Nether now. So beware where you're looking while you're in the Nether. All right, let's go ahead and let's move on to the technical changes of the snapshot. So there are very few of them. However, there is a new auto jump option. So I'm not going to be pressing the spacebar at all. Just listen to my keys here. I mean, you guys probably believe me. See, I didn't press the spacebar in order to jump there. Now I'm pressing it. But what's actually interesting is that this is on by default. You can turn it off by going into your controls here. And as you can see, there's auto jump right there. But yeah, it's on by default, and it's actually kind of funny. So, bam. If you are in creative mode and it auto jumps you and you press the spacebar before you land, you'll start flying. Kind of a funny detail there. So yeah, that's a thing. All right, so now I may actually go and very quickly look for this one, but I may not wind up not finding it. But this will be a first if I find it on video, is that there are these new structures that spawn underground in desert biomes, and they're called fossils. So I'm not too sure what I'm supposed to be looking out for here, but there are certain kind of structures that I guess have fossils in them or something. This just looks like a ravine. Again, I really have no idea what I'm looking out for, but what I probably should do is just give myself night vision, effect, let's see, effect, ant venom, night vision, and then what, like 20 or something. So I got it for 20 seconds. So let's see here. Let's see if in the 20 seconds, you know what, just 200 seconds. Oh, wait, no. Okay. No. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. So actually it looks like it's still dying out. So I'm looking for them here. I'm not too sure what to look out for with fossils and stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Is this one of them? What is this? What is this? Ooh, okay. Maybe this is the structure that they're talking about. So it looks like it's just a bunch of compressed bone meal that you can just sort of mine up. I don't know if there's any sort of like weird treasures with this or anything like that, but it looks to be a relatively minor structure, but it's still rather interesting nonetheless. And another cool thing that there is as well, and this one I want you guys to tweet me pictures of. Oh God, what is going on at the edge there? My night vision. What? Maybe it's because I have it set to 200 and it's breaking everything. You know what? Just night vision 0. Oh my God. Why? Night vision 0, 0, 0. There we go. Oh my God. So yeah, if you guys have any pictures of surface level mine shafts in mesa biomes, definitely be sure to tweet me some pictures there as well, because I think that would be awesome to check out. So yeah. All right, the very last feature that I'm going to go over in this snapshot are the structure blocks. Now, these ones I'm a little bit unsure of, but I've gotten the bare basics of these down. So there are 5 new types of blocks in regards to the structure blocks. 2 of them I don't quite get yet, so I'm just going on the record to say that I will be trying to figure these out in the future, but let's just go ahead and let's just launch it into this here. So there are these new structure void blocks that I think, as it notes, replaces the functionality of barrier blocks in the earlier versions of the structure block and is used to have block positions that do not overwrite existing blocks. That I'm a little bit unsure of exactly what it's entailing there, so I'm not sure. The data blocks basically can store data for chests. So something like that. I'm not quite sure either. You guys are probably a little bit confused right now. So let's get into why these blocks exist. So these blocks serve to allow you to save and load structures into your world. There is the save block, which basically will save a structure that I have set up over here. Then there's the load one, which will load a save structure. And then there's the corner block, which is used to designate the corners of a structure if you want to like automatically detect a structure. So let's go ahead and let's just try and explain this a little bit here. Let's start with the save block. Let's just say I built myself this weird little structure. It's basically a structure that allows me to show you how this whole thing works. I want to save this thing. So what I do is basically, let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's remove this block and then let's place it back. So when you place down a structure block, it's going to go like this, and you can change the mode, similar to how you can change the mode on a command block. So I'm going to set it to save, right? But now this little area is not selected. But what you can do is you can create these corner blocks that basically act like a box that consumes whatever structure you are putting into it. So if I go into save here, basically when you place a corner block, you just give it a name. So I've named these matching names. They're both named hello. So if in save here, I basically type in hello and then I hit detect, it's going to detect the 2 corners that are within, I think it's like, they can be within 32 blocks of any given direction, so no more than like 64 blocks apart. If there are 2 corner blocks that have matching names, that will create a structure. So this little binding box shows the structure that is going to get saved. So as soon as I hit save here, it's going to save it. So yeah. And then when I go to load the structure here, you just place down a block and set it to load mode. And then you tell it what name you are loading. So I think if it doesn't exist, it's just not going to load it. Yeah, you said, well, wow. Okay. Anyways, so because that one does not exist, it won't actually load anything. But if it does exist and you hit load, it'll just load it up in the spot that it says. So it loads it up in a relative position. It will always load it going on the positive X and positive Z axis. And then you can tell it like a relative position. So if you want it to spawn like way over there, you can do that. And if you want to rotate it, you can also do that. So that's really interesting. So anyways, I've hit load and the structure has spawned exactly the same as this one over here. So you can see that the wooden block is still over here. This little corner block is still right there. Pretty easy, right? So let's go ahead and let's destroy this here. And what's actually cool is both the save and load can be activated by redstone. I think that's really key to point out here. So all right. So messing around with these load options down here, there's a 90-degree option, a 180, and a 270-degree option. These ones are very self-explanatory. They're just going to load the structure rotated. So it has been rotated 90 degrees clockwise. Pretty simple. The wooden block is now on the bottom here, and this corner block went from the closest left corner to the farthest left corner over here. So that's pretty simple, right? So if I go ahead and I do 180, same thing. It'll just rotate it 180 degrees, hit load, pretty simple here. But all right, so now the next option allows you to actually mirror the selection. This I think is going to be really interesting. I'm not sure if you can do this with clone at all. So this little middle symbol here is what allows you to do mirroring. You can mirror a structure on the Z-axis or the X-axis. So you can't mirror it on the Y-axis, I don't think. So if I hit this button, it's going to mirror the structure on the Z-axis. So if I hit load, take a look at this here. I am looking on the Z-axis right now. The wooden block has swapped sides, but this corner block right here has also swapped sides. So it's not on the far corner. So it didn't just rotate the structure, it mirrored it. Well, I guess it mirrored it along the X-axis if you really think about it. But anyways, it mirrored it. Just keep that in mind. So that works. So if I want to mirror it on the other axis, I can actually do that. Oh crap, I actually just removed the structure. I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Let's just rebuild this real quick. I'm not derping or anything. No, you're derping. It's not my fault. It's your fault. Okay, bam. Let's just go and let's just do that. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and then let's go ahead and let's place down crafting bench. Yay. Okay. All right, so now if I want to mirror it on the other axis, all I need to do is hit the button again, and it's going to mirror it. It looks like it's going to mirror it on the Y-axis, but it doesn't. But anyways, if I go ahead and I load that up, I still have this over here. Bam! So now if we take a look, whoa, oh, right, I never resaved the structure. Okay, anyways, yeah, this is weird. Anyways, so the structure has been mirrored on the other axis, suffice it to say. That's pretty much how that works. So if you want to mirror structures that you create, you can go ahead and you can use these blocks. And I foresee that this is going to be used to kind of replace the clone command and be used for map makers who want to very quickly implement like structures into their map. It's pretty cool. I still have to learn a lot more about this though. So anyways, guys, yeah. That's why I save structures for last, because I'm still, like, learning how exactly they work. So anyways, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. My name is Ant Venom, and I bid you all farewell. That was a mouthful, and thanks so much for watching.